You mentioned two things, developer cloud, and you mentioned data residency. So I want to first talk about data residency restrictions because I've been part of many deals in the last 12 months where it has really been a showstopper in terms of business from a data hosting perspective. Can you talk about how, let's say, some of these new restrictions have shaped your strategy? More importantly, how are you training and how is your sales team to use this as an agenda to fuel growth? Are there certain types of workloads you are targeting first than the others? If you could give a sense, please.
So on the specific to data residency side, we have two distinct initiatives going on. One is we know that in the market, if you exclude the top financial institutions, there are second tier and third tier financial institutions which are going digital in a big way. Let's take cooperative banks, for example. They have a mandate to get digitized in a big way. And with the COVID, it's only accelerating, right? So what we really would like to offer, and this is a very interesting model, is that we would offer as a banking software and connectivity and cloud, including the CPaaS requirement, which is ability to keep the customer notified on SMS and voice for one per branch price.
Okay.
So you divide the branch into small, medium, large, and for large, you get certain X price per month, medium X price per month, and everything is there.
So let me get it right. It's like a pre-packaged solution, bottoms up, infrastructure tied, so optimized for that specific workload. Is that what you're saying?
So think of a cooperative bank workload, core banking application, the minimal thing you need to run a cooperative branch, fully contained in a box, given it to a customer, including connectivity from the branch and CPaaS. You have 10,000 customers in a cooperative branch. You want SMS to keep them notified, certain number of, we can even convert that into a per customer price.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's great flexibility. Okay.
So that is the model we are going after in terms of solving one specific data residency localization, which is the banking side. Excellent. The second one is state governments.
Can I ask you a question before you go to your second point? And you can refuse to answer this question. Is that a lot of these cooperative banks have ended up becoming the backup provider of choice for other banks nearby. So especially down south, you're seeing that a lot of cooperative banks already have excessive data center capacity, and they have sort of become these providers for larger banks for backup and recovery. Now, how does Airtel fit into that? Because there's already excess capacity right there at cooperatives, right?
I don't know whether our play is an infrastructure play. Our play, as you rightly said, as I explained, is a full package for a private software.
Okay.
Now, if you're sitting on excess capacity, you trade it with the bank, that's a different story. But to run that cooperative branch, you still need a hardware, you still need a ISV or a software, you still need the CPaaS element, because going digital doesn't mean that you just have a core banking software, which also needs you to communicate to the customer when the transaction happened. And that is where Airtel comes in, right?
That's when the SMS channel and the backbone.
SMS channel, the WhatsApp channel, the voice channel comes in, right? There's some very interesting things about CPaaS that will take a full spread session, which we are working on, which I think will be very useful for the banking side.